The Last Clue is a production of Smith Media Team, LLC. Today we go to a shocking story that covers both Miami, Florida, and the state of Oklahoma, an alleged drowning that prosecutors say was a murder.
Oh, do tell.
Dr. Neha Gupta, sorry, messed her name up already.
Well, she deserves it probably.
Well, we'll get into that. Dr. Neha Gupta, 36, is an Oklahoma pediatrician and was vacationing in El Portal, Miami with her 4-year-old daughter.
Is that Aria Talathi?
That is Aria.
Ugh, okay. Little Aria.
On June 27th at about 3:30 in the morning, Dr. Gupta called 911 and reported that Aria had drowned in the rental home's backyard pool. 3:30 in the morning.
While on vacation?
While on vacation.
Okay.
First responders arrive on the site. They found Aria unresponsive. She was still in the pool. They performed CPR and they rushed her to Jackson Memorial's Ryder Trauma Center, where unfortunately she was pronounced dead about an hour later.
Oh, so we're in Miami-Dade County. Okay, El Portal is one of those little I don't want to say subdivisions, but you know what I mean. Out in the Miami area. Oh, Aria.
So we have a 4-year-old that has allegedly drowned while with her mother, who is a doctor, a pediatrician. But all is not what it seems.
Okay.
Dr. Gupta told police that they had dinner about 9 o'clock that evening after spending the day at the beach where they rode jet skis, and then they went to bed around 12:30 in the morning on June 27th.
So just a few weeks ago.
Dr. Gupta also claimed that a, quote, unidentified noise, end quote, woke her up at 3:20 in the morning. That's when she found Aria in the pool, attempted a 10-minute rescue despite not being able to swim, and then she called 911.
Okay, I'm Scooby-ing over here like, huh? What? You can't swim. You're on vacation in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You spent the day at the beach on jet skis, which is in the ocean.
You're not in the water on a jet ski.
Okay. And your Airbnb rental home has a pool.
Mm-hmm. That is correct so far.
Okay. Well, I'm about, a soccer ref right now, just throwing all of the red flags, cards, football flag. I'm doing all the things right now. There are so many things wrong in this story thus far.
But wait, there's more.
Okay, Billy Mays, hit me with it.
So the story gets a little suspicious.
Little? Okay.
The more that they talk to Dr. Gupta. Again, I don't want to hammer this home, but I do want to accentuate the fact that she is a pediatrician. An autopsy has already been done, and the autopsy found no water in Aria's lungs or stomach, which directly contradicts the statement Dr. Gupta gave about Aria drowning.
Okay, so yeah, no water in the lungs. There's definitely an issue there. That's obviously not a drowning. I've heard of dry drowning, but that's not going to happen if you're found in the bottom of a pool.
Also, Aria's stomach was empty, which contradicts Dr. Gupta's story about them having a late dinner at 9 p.m. And they found injuries inside Aria's mouth and cheeks, which suggests even if you didn't go to medical school, that Aria died by asphyxiation by smothering.
Give me 5 minutes with this woman. 5 minutes. That is a sorry excuse of a human being, much less a mother.
So we've got a mother who has taken her 4-year-old daughter on vacation, rode jet skis, spent the day at the beach, had a late dinner, went to bed at 12:30.
Can't swim.
Can't swim. No water in the 4-year-old's lungs or stomach. Injuries inside the mouth and cheek, which suggest asphyxiation, and an empty stomach for the 4-year-old. So
no food, no water. This is bullshit.
We've got a lot. So the detectives press on and secure the surveillance footage, along with taking Dr. Gupta's statement and consulting with the state attorney's office. And based on the autopsy and the evidence, the Miami-Dade Police Department obtained a warrant.
Good.
Well, about that.
What now?
They went to go serve said warrant and found out that Dr. Gupta had hightailed it back to Oklahoma.
What in the Jesus, Harold, Christ on a rubber crutch is going on here besides murder?
Alleged murder. So Dr. Gupta was tracked down in Oklahoma City by local police and also the U.S. Marshals, and was arrested for first-degree murder.
Okay, well, when you get the U.S. Marshals involved, we're not playing around here.
Not at all.
Okay, well, there's lots of questions here. I'm still hung up on the fact that you done left Oklahoma to go to Florida on vacation. Cool, I get it. I've been to both Oklahoma and Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd opt to vacation in Florida. But if you can't fucking swim, why are you going to the beach and renting a home with a pool?
I don't think you can say the F word on our regular podcast. However, we now have subscriber-only content where you are going to hear our unhinged thoughts on this case and many more. So make sure and look for the subscribe button and find out how you can get a hold of us without muzzles on regarding this case.
I could go on and on about this one, but I don't think we've got that kind of time. And I don't think people will want to listen to me vent and say all the things I want to say right now.
Wait until you hear how upset she's going to get about this. So Dr. Gupta's lawyer says that she is a grieving mother wrongly accused and insists a full investigation will reveal the truth.
I call bullshit.
Well, there was a contentious custody battle going on between Dr. Gupta,
of course there was,
and her ex-husband, and he said that he was not aware that Dr. Gupta left the state with their daughter, Aria.
Holy spicoli. Like how I kept that clean.
The divorce was finalized in 2024, and Dr. Gupta lost her bid for sole custody.
Well, gee, I wonder why. And I'm assuming this was had to be some sort of lengthy custody battle if there's two doctors involved.
It was at least a couple of years. And also, in the paperwork that we have scoured through, there was a request for a mental evaluation for Dr. Gupta.
And we can't find that it was ever done.
Somebody got some splaining to do.
For real, for real.
Well, that wasn't Dr. Gupta's only issue.
Oh, do tell. Can't wait for this one.
She owed her ex-husband almost $80,000 in legal fees. 80 grand just in legal fees.
Oh, and that's over a 2-year period for a divorce. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah. And
sorry.
The garnishment efforts had started, or at least were underway, at the time of Aria's death.
Well, being a pediatrician and a doctor, which in Oklahoma, probably because she worked for OU Health or some subsidiary of OU, shouldn't be an issue.
Worked was the key word, because Dr. Gupta was suspended from Oklahoma Children's Hospital and terminated by OU Health, which is a part of the University of Oklahoma system, before her arrest. I believe at the end of May is when she was terminated.
That's even before they went on vacation and this happened.
About a month.
Huh. And I'm guessing OU hasn't said why.
Oh no.
I mean, why would they? But
no,
it begs the question. So of course it automatically just comes out of my mouth like so many things do.
You're not going to issue a statement as OU Health if you've got a doctor that was terminated, because that's not their problem anymore.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Exactly. Okay. That's not my problem anymore. We got rid of her. It's
just like she got rid of her daughter.
Right. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So Dr. Gupta will be extradited to Miami to face trial.
I honestly can't wait to hear what Dr. Talathi has to say about this entire situation, the divorce, his custody battle with his ex-wife, everything. I mean, this child was a pawn.
It seems to me, with the choice of defense that Dr. Gupta seems to be heading toward, this seems like it would be a very easy case for anybody except family court in Tarrant County in Fort Worth, Texas. She is claiming all of these stories that don't make any sense, that they have direct contradictory scientific evidence, and she sounds like she is going to go to court. Now, we know that at some point there is going to be some type of mental evaluation. She's going to claim temporary insanity. She's going to claim something, because the defense she has right now has so many holes in it that you couldn't keep warm on a summer day in Arizona if it was a blanket.
Yeah, I don't want to waste all my breath on this woman, but there's so much I have to say about her, this alleged defense, however you want to inflect it. But good grief. I'm my mama bear blood is boiling right now.
This case definitely raises some chilling questions. Was this premeditated amid custody tensions, or was this a tragic rush to judgment? Our listeners are undefeated in the comments. We would love to hear your thoughts. And also, don't forget, there will be bonus subscriber only content regarding this case and the others that we will cover in this podcast. So be sure to look for the subscribe button. We've tried to make it affordable because we know how entertained you get when we get wound up about cases and when you're talking about an innocent 4-year-old girl.
Yeah, I need my mama bears to come to the content for this one because we're gonna have a discussion.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to get 6 words in on the subscriber content, and I'm here for it. I would love to just lean back and listen to your unhinged thoughts.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of them.
But with that, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back,
I need to calm down for a minute.
you ruined my segue.
I'm sorry.
Or my segue. No, I wasn't riding on anything. It's just a segue. Is there a killer, a serial killer, in New England? That is when we come back after this brief timeout. We're back on the last clue, and we have fear rippling throughout New England as more bodies are discovered, including a recent victim, potentially. Is there a serial killer in New England?
I don't eat cereal.
That's fair. Our most recent victim of this alleged serial killer in the New England area was Sunshine Stewart, better known as Sunny, 48 years old. She went paddleboarding at Crawford Pond, which is in Union, Maine, on July 2nd.
Was that the pond one?
It is.
Okay, I remember hearing about this one. And at first when I heard about this one, I didn't know anything about the possibility of a serial killer, or I mean even the allegations.
Mm-hmm.
But reading more, I can understand why people in the area are on high alert.
So Sunny was reported missing a few hours later, and she was found dead near 100 Acre Island before dawn on July 3rd. So she went missing on July 2nd, and they found her before daybreak on July 3rd.
So that was pretty quick.
The autopsy has confirmed that this is a homicide, and local police are keeping their mouths closed about this.
Okay, well, it's not very often that you have somebody that's reported missing, found dead, and an autopsy done all within like 24 to 48 hours. That's atypical.
So this area is on edge
I
because the residents say that it's unsettling because we're talking about 100 Acre Island in Crawford Pond around Union, Maine, where this stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, and from what I recall, it's also only like private access.
It is.
So why? But it poses the question: why would they be on edge for just one murder? I mean, I know one murder kind of gets you up in arms, but
Well, there's a much wider pattern to this story.
okay.
Sonny's death is the latest in a string in the area. 13 unexplained bodies across Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Maine since March.
Whoa. Oh, 13 in just a couple, 3 months?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I'm there. I'm there.
The victims have been mostly women and found in remote areas. Now, the only thing is, and this isn't necessarily debunking a serial killer, but the causes of death in these 13 victims range from dismemberment
Oh,
to unexplained.
okay.
The first body was Paige Fannin. She's 35. She was found on Connecticut's Norwalk River March
Uh,
6th.
okay. We have a water connection here.
The same day, March 6th, there was a human skull found in Plymouth, Massachusetts. So this could have potentially extended earlier than March, but
Sure.
right now we've got the time frame of March to July.
Okay. Okay.
Also in March, Suzanne Wormser, her dismembered body
Ugh.
was found in a suitcase
Oh.
in Groton, Connecticut. Her roommate was arrested, but died in custody.
Okay. Well, people aren't going to get this, but I have to ask: was he in Cleveland County, Oklahoma?
Another podcast.
Yeah. No kidding.
In April, there were 4 more bodies found across this region. And this is, if you've ever been to this area, this is a small area. Again, things like this don't necessarily happen in this area. But the most recent was a 21-year-old that was found in Milton, Massachusetts, in the woods on June 1st.
Okay. Well, I personally have never been to New England, and you know me, I've been around a lot because military.
Mhm.
This was not one of those areas, but um 13 bodies in this small of an area is concerning to me.
Where you can almost throw a dime across the state of Rhode Island.
I'm used to living in bigger states like, hello, Texas, where you can drive for a full day and still be in it. But I've also taken geography and know that this is pretty concentrated up in
Mhm.
this sector.
It is.
Hmm.
So many of the families that are involved in these murders, they are suspecting connections,
Okay.
which makes
Sure.
complete sense to me.
Yeah.
And there are some online groups that are now pushing the quote New England serial killer unquote theory, which again makes sense. You've got death and dismemberment around bodies of water in woods. The suitcase was kind of a one-off, but it does make sense that you're talking about 13 people in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, and even if it's not a serial killer, it's still cause for alarm. If it's not one person, it could be, one or two people working together. It could be a cult.
Mhm.
I, you know me, I don't believe in coincidence.
Mhm.
So something stinks in Denmark.
So unfortunately, the local police are pushing back on this theory. They are saying that there are no forensics linking the deaths, and their official stance is there is no known threat to the public and no concrete links between these 13 murders, deaths, whatever, however you want to classify them.
But let me guess, they want you to stay vigilant.
Well, part of the problem is the local police want to handle this, but they need to bring in more resources. They don't necessarily seem to want to share the case.
Okay.
They want to do it themselves. But if they bring in the resources, they do what they're paid to do, and they get closer and hopefully solve this string of incidents. But you've got to bring in more resources. I mean, if you're trying to dig a hole with your hands and there's somebody with a shovel standing 6 feet away from you, ask to borrow the shovel. Say, can you help me? But the local police don't seem to want to do that.
It makes no sense.
So obviously the area, the unease is growing. Even Stewart's sister, Kim Ware, says her sister was an adventurous soul who sailed to the Caribbean and loved the outdoors. And now her death and these others fuel questions with no answers.
Well, and see, and that's where confusion comes in for me. It feels like a little bit of playing both sides, where we want to be hush hush, not going to tell you anything, but help us. Be aware. Tell us if you see anything. Tell us if you hear anything. Well, you're leaving us on edge. We don't know anything, and you're not going to tell us anything. But you want us to be aware. What are we being aware of? We're suspicious of everybody right now.
Are these tragic coincidences? Or is there something more sinister in the shadows of New England's woods? For now, police do urge vigilance, but the fear lingers. We are going to take one more quick break, and then I'm going to take you to the South.
Ooh, vacation?
Let me ask you something. And this is a rhetorical question. You don't need to answer.
What if I want to?
You can answer after the break.
Okay.
Would you eat something that your ex made you? We'll be back right after this. We are back. And now, a dark twist from Texas.
Okay, I have to address the question that you asked just before the break.
Are you going to ruin my segue again?
I am.
Okay.
Would I eat something my ex made me?
Mm-hmm.
I can't answer that question. There was nobody before you.
Got it. A woman is accused of plotting to murder her ex-husband with fentanyl-laced chocolate.
Well, that's a step up from X-Lax.
This is close to a Florida story, but this is actually Texas. So let's talk about the alleged plot.
Okay.
Pamela Jean Stanley, 63, was caught on recording saying she wanted to buy powdered fentanyl to lace a box of chocolates. Thank you, Forrest Gump.
You never know what you're going to get.
She knew what they were going to get. Allegedly, of course.
I guess so. My allergies are bothering me, and I was going to ask you to get me an allergy pill, but now that we're talking about fentanyl and stuff, I'm afraid to ask anybody to get me anything.
I'll bring you a Snickers.
Oh.
Be careful.
Are you nuts? Sorry.
No, Almond Joy's got nuts. The gift of the box of chocolates would appear to come from a travel agency congratulating her ex-husband on his new engagement, disguised as a honeymoon incentive.
Who cooked this up?
Pamela Jean Stanley, 63.
Good night. Okay, okay, her ex is living rent-free in her head.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
This is a twist.
Yeah. I'm going to send you a box of chocolates with the bonus. So there was a sting operation involved in this, of course. A protected source tipped off the Parker County Sheriff's Office, which is the Weatherford, Texas area.
Okay.
Investigators got their leather jackets out and posed as drug dealers. I want to know if one of them had the handlebar mustache. Now, in Parker County, I've actually been in Parker County a lot. I think maybe they picked out the two officers that did have handlebar mustaches and said, "You're going undercover."
Or at least the porn stashes.
Yeah, you have to. If you're going to pose as a drug dealer, you've got to look the part.
Sure.
Think of Matthew McConaughey in the first season of True Detective.
I really liked that. I really liked that one.
So these investigators posed as drug dealers. They set up a meeting, and Miss Stanley drove 200 miles from Coleman to Parker County to complete the buy in a motel parking lot.
She had all that time to think about this. 200 miles. 200 miles.
Mm-hmm.
She had 200 miles to think about what was happening, and that she was driving 200 miles to meet in a motel parking lot. Could it not have been a Waffle House?
All I can hear right now is Sammy Kershaw doing third-rate romance because of the motel parking lot. Sorry, that's what's going through my brain right now. Well, Miss Stanley made it easy on them because not only was she arrested on the spot, but she had 9.5 grams of meth in her possession.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to. I really don't mean to laugh at that. Fentanyl, meth. These are no laughing matter. Deadly drugs. But
I mean,
it just kind of fits into the rest. I feel like you just iced the cake with that meth. How much? How much meth?
9.5 grams.
Oh, okay.
Well, she had 200 miles, so I'm assuming that she had 14 grams of meth when she started the trip.
Lord only knows. Oh,
alleged.
Oh my gracious.
So
saving the curse language for the premium content.
And don't forget, we have added premium content to the last clue. It is subscriber only content. You will only hear that content if you subscribe. So look for that button, support the last clue, and hear our unhinged thoughts on this case and more.
I feel like that's where I'm going to end up. That's where I'm going to lose my ish.
I could not make it through that promo without laughing because this story is so ridiculous. So Miss Stanley, I don't know why I keep referring to her as Miss Stanley. She now faces charges of criminal solicitation with intent to commit murder, attempted murder, and possession of a controlled substance. You know what? I wouldn't worry about that third one.
I don't think so. I think, and that is probably not even on her ex-husband's radar.
Well, she got a $450,000 bond, and her trial is set for October 20th.
I can't wait to see if he's going to be there, what he has to say, and if his new Mrs. to be has anything to say or is in the picture.
I'll bet that man gives up chocolate for the rest of his days. There's no way. I wouldn't go to a party. I would, and what would really be funny, and I encourage the current fiance wife, I encourage her to one day just bring a box of chocolates into the kitchen and just leave it and set up a camera somewhere and record it and let him just walk in the house after a long day of work or whatever and see that box there. You will go viral from his response. I would do that.
You know, and I'm still going back to the whole Forrest Gump thing. She could just walk in very sweetly from work, whatever she's doing, walk past him with a box of chocolates in her hand and go, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and just keep walking.
I think that box of chocolates was probably intended for her. I don't think it was intended for the ex-husband. Now, she may have said that on the recording, but I think she probably, if she's going to go, she's going to go for one murder, might as well get them both.
Lord.
So we're going to recap some of our previous podcasts with a little bit of updated information. As always, if you want to go back and listen to any of the Last Clue episodes, they are readily available wherever you get your podcast or streaming services.
Okay, I'm a little excited about this. I don't know that we've ever done a recap.
We have not.
Yes.
Well, let's see how it goes, and then we'll.
Okay.
You can rate it A to F after we're done if you want.
Okay.
So, the update on Travis Decker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Such a sad, sad story. And
Travis Decker's still loose, by the way. Still loose in the Idaho area. Could be in Washington. Could be in Canada. Could be dead. We don't know because
hell, he could be in Mexico.
They have not found him yet. So Idaho authorities confirmed a man misidentified as triple murder suspect Travis Decker. A Garden City man named Nick, I would leave my last name out of it too.
Yes.
Was mistaken for Decker during a camping trip in Sawtooth National Forest.
That poor guy. That poor man.
Nick clarified he was alone, wearing sunglasses. The confusion arose when he didn't make eye contact with a passerby. I do that every day in Walmart.
Every day.
I hope that I don't ever look like a suspect, because when I am in Walmart, I keep my head down. I try not to make eye contact with anyone. I just want to get in, get my stuff, and get out. And I will not use the word stuff in our premium content. So make sure and subscribe.
Well, and I mean, if you're out camping alone in a national forest wilderness area, it's because you want to be alone.
Travis Decker is, of course, wanted for killing his 3 young daughters in central Washington and remains at large. And honestly, that to this day remains our most popular podcast. We had listens from all over the world, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate every single listen, every single download, every really single comment. We really do. We actually get excited. So
we do. We're
she
a
gets
small
more
mom
excited.
and pop operation here.
She jumps up and down.
I do. He likes that too.
I try to contain my excitement.
It's true, but we really truly do appreciate the support in our little mom and pop operation here. And you guys mean the world to us.
It's actually been really cool to see where you're listening from as well.
That is so much fun.
And please comment where you're listening from. We love seeing new places.
Send us an email.
info@smithmediateamllc.com. Valeria Marquez. She is the Mexican beauty influencer that was shot dead during a TikTok live stream in Guadalajara. The U.S. Treasury has designated Ricardo Ruiz Velasco, also known as El Doble R, as a special designated narcotics trafficker and prime suspect in her killing. Please do not visit us. Velasco leads the CJNG brutal Grupo Elite. No arrest yet, but his U.S. assets are frozen.
That was absolutely terrifying to watch.
And I said it earlier in this podcast, and I'm going to say it again in our premium content. There are 3 reasons for murder. And I am going to go into a little bit of detail on this one in our premium content, so make sure you subscribe. The link between Marquez and Velasco hints at a possible jealous motive. So I just gave away one, but that's totally fine. And a case that is close to home, Joe Paul.
Oh.
He is the Oklahoma rugby player and National Guard member who died after being found severely injured in a Norman, Oklahoma parking lot on March 2nd. Police have not ruled the death a homicide. The medical examiner's findings are still pending.
That irritates me.
It should.
It really irritates me. March, April, May, June, July. 4 months now, and we're still waiting on autopsy results. And we've seen that you can have them done and released within 48 hours. Now, we will also update you on Joe Powell. We have been in contact with Norman Police Department on this case.
We have. Police have not ruled the death a homicide. The medical examiner's findings are still pending, as we mentioned earlier. No surveillance footage has surfaced yet, but alleged witnesses are cooperating.
I've got questions on that too, because we got some contradictions right there.
And Joe's final act, his family donated his organs.
Yeah, he took the hero walk, the honor walk. Oh, so hopefully we will have updates from the medical examiner directly ourselves, that once we do, we will address.
So in this episode of The Last Clue, we have recapped headlines from all across the country. An Oklahoma pediatrician has been charged with killing her child. There are whispers of a serial killer in New England. There was a failed chocolate poison plot. And we updated you on some of our most popular cases from The Last Clue. Without giving away any premium content, how about 90 seconds for your final thoughts?
Well, actually, I was just going to say, if there's anything we've missed, please let us know.
Mhm.
Anything that you have questions on, comment, send us an email. We're constantly checking that email and responding as we can. So if there's anything we've missed or that you're interested in, let us know. I don't know that I can wrap up final thoughts in just a minute. There's a lot going on here, but I've got a lot to say about Dr. Neha Gupta.
That's going to be an exceptional piece of premium content. So I would subscribe as soon as possible, because again, that is subscriber only content. So from us at The Last Clue, stay safe, stay aware. We will keep following this story and continue to look for the last clue. The Last Clue is a production of Smith Media Team, LLC. If you have any information about any of the cases we've covered, if you have a case that you would like for us to cover, or general comments or questions, please email us at info@smithmediateamllc.com.